Throwing now, Wilson on first down. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly.
You can have that type of a game in the middle of the defense. It hurts him in so many ways because most teams like the fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
They follow up the first down, 1-yard run. On third down, Wilson. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And the come up first and 10 at their own 46. And now a throw on first down back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
That one good for 12 yards in a Kansas City first. Mahomes now on first down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive. It just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. Where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. That's a lot of time that they put in, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sacked there by...
He's a very, very fickle man.
They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up...
out and made a nice stop.
Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on fourth. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that is going...
Record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
On second down, Lynch. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 30.
Things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again. Continue to move the ball on the ground.
Flag, you probably feel really confident. And then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Marshawn Lynch, 62 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. It certainly worked, but that was a gutsy call to go for it on fourth and short.
Yeah, not sure I would have made that call. Remember we watched them practice, and they worked hard in these situations, and they blocked it up perfectly.
And defensively, they were so worried about the line of scrimmage. Once he got past that first wave of tacklers, goodbye. So that drive, 4 plays, and it's all capped off by a Marshawn Lynch touchdown run. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep.
I'm wondering if we're starting to see the effects of analytics coming into play here, where people are studying the number of possessions, how many times you should go.
Come up on second and a couple. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he'll be brought down right at the... On first and 10, here's Mahomes. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up. On the ground, this is Williams. And he is met quickly in the backfield.
Playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Gets this one to Hill. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up fourth down. Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. He's got his man. It's Williams. Ball there.
So we're changing the analytics as we go, right? What a big-time play for them. And really took a big-time chance.
Yeah, big time.
They want to see more of that here in the NFL.
They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. 2 runs in a row. Throwing is Mahomes on third. They complete it to Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for him, too.
Throwing now is Mahomes. That's caught inside the 20. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Now then, from the gun, it's Mahomes. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey.
But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his...
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes doing it himself from 9 yards out as they are now on the board here in the first half. Offensively, pretty effective option play there for the score.
Certainly was, and it appeared to me that the defense overshifted and overplayed the trail back, the pitch man, and almost forgot about the quarterback. In fact, they did forget about the quarterback, and he turned it into a touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. That one in the books as a 12-play drive, and it was all capped by Patrick Mahomes using his legs to get in the end zone. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be
care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
They'll run with Marshawn Lynch. And they're going to play action. Now Wilson dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he's able this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And this is caught by C.J. Procise. And he will have a 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Something here, 17 yards to go on second down. Now it's Wilson, rolling to his right. Now he'll pull it down. He'll wind up with... Third and long, it's Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Passing down, you bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback. Chore. A lot of people say, I'm running a draw, I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing, I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the... From midfield, here's Mahomes. And that is in. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to... Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. Set and ready to go. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And they
downfield.
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Mahomes now to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
It's over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Hill's hit, and he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. So many times tight games decided by one. A lot of times, of course, it's the offense. Here, it's the defense coming up huge.
And you know head coaches walk around locker rooms, walk around bench areas saying, guys, somebody make a play. It's a cliche, but it applies here.
Now Myers for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will be working from the gun, Mahomes. And this one caught along the side. Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. Throwing quickly, Mahomes gets this out to Watkins. And he'll get the... Mahomes going to throw. Looks to throw, fires right side.
Hey, 43, 15. Let's go, Mike 50. Strip the ball. Strip that ball. Why? Who? Mike's 50. Hey, here we go. Yellow.
They do go for it. It's Mahomes. And it is incomplete.
With that call, me and the head coach will agree to disagree. All right, but he knew.
Wilson turns and gives to Procise. And shutting him off, now open field. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. C.J. Procise, 32 yards. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
In as many coaches' meetings as we sit in, we hear the word finish all the time, don't we? And on that play, the back actually finished getting into the end zone, breaking the last tackle. Tried to wrap up, tried to use the proper technique, just wasn't able to get it done.
The extra point now coming from Myers. It's good, and it is now 21-7. It only took him 2 plays there to find the end zone. The last one, the long run, getting him in for 6 points. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And last time went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now Mahomes. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. That's Ziggy Ansah, the number 5 pick in 2013, credited with a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there. Returnable for Lockett. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
First down, the run with Lynch. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Let's go, D. 14, run it. What? Hey, alert. Good shot.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Being chased out left. He's got it's loose. It's out, fumble. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All right, let's be frank. You hate the fumble at the end of the play. But prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake. Now here's Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. He was looking for Watkins that time.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
After the interception, here's Wilson. He's at the 50, the 30, 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And they're back with it, a touchdown at 21-14. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. It's a fair catch, a signal for, and taken. Russell Wilson now gears up to lead the offense again. The lead is theirs here in the third quarter, but it's really been the ground game that's been the recipe for success.
You mean the spotlight isn't shining as brightly on the guy throwing it?
No, it's the man behind him that's had a heck of a game.
And that's really okay. That's actually what you're looking for. I mean, your pride tells you, hey, I want to be responsible. I want to throw a bunch of touchdown passes. But when you're able to run the football, typically speaking, your team's doing pretty well. And in this case, they're winning.
We'll see if they have balance on this drive. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards and a Seattle first down. They run again on first down, Lynch. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Play action. It's Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 44-yard line. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson escape. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Extra point, hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And we are tied at 21. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. We put our attention now on the Chiefs' defense. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Lynch. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35. They'll keep pounding here with Lynch. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but then behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a third down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed. There he goes, left side. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Marshawn Lynch, his second touchdown of the night. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go!
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 23. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Mecole Hardman, the intended target.
I'm not sure I'm absolutely crazy about that play call there. I mean, it's only a one-score game, so is it really time to go bombs away and try and make a big play? I think you can take some underneath stuff and still move it downfield.
They'll run on 1st down. Lynch. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. A little second effort there on the strong run. And then drop just inside of the 20. 8 yards on the run, and that cuts us down to a 3rd and about 5. On the carry, it's Lynch. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. On 1st down, it's Lynch. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5. Running for it, here's Lynch. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks capitalize on this short field as they take it in for 6. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And polishing it all off, Marshawn Lynch with a TD run. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. With his guys trailing here in the fourth, he can ill afford a repeat of the intercept last drive.
Yeah, you're 2 scores down. You take it upon yourself now to play perfect or near-perfect football if you want to get your team back into the game. But it's also tough to do when you're trying to avoid errors, yet still play perfect football.
That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you see.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Ziggy Ansah able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off here the 32. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. Facing this 4th quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock. They know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Touchdown, Seattle. Marshawn Lynch, 29 yards. And the Seahawks capitalize on this short field as they take it in for 6. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window. Yeah. And got his man complete. 39 yards there, a big one. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. A similar situation, he forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Trey Flowers picks it. And a great return as he takes this up just shy of the 45. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Again, they'll pound it with Lynch. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation.
Everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. They'll run for it. Lynch. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down to the backfield. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And my goodness, another interception. Shaquille Griffin with a pick, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They start the drive with Lynch. The linebacker in. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll run again with Lynch. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. There he goes, right side. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Marshawn Lynch, 55 yards. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well at hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points from me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field.
Personal foul.
I'm not sure what this is about.
Defense.
And the dreaded face mask penalty, that's going to cost him 15 yards.
And it's such a dangerous play. Body going one way, and then your head gets yanked back the other. 15 yards is the right call.
Wide open receiver complete. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. This from 54 yards away. And the kick here is good, so add 3 to the total, but they're still coming up well short, and that is how this one comes to an end. Well, this one provided some good drama down to the very end. That last kickoff return, for a moment thought he might break it, but in the end, they get the tackle and stop the drama.
You were starting to have more fun, weren't you?
Well, I was starting to